What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We are back again for another episode review of Power. Power is finally back. It took a week off, and we picked up literally where we left off at. This is season 5, episode 8. Friend of the family, baby. So, like I said, it picked right up where we left off with Angela and Tasha and Ghost saying that if anybody gonna go down for the family, he gonna go down for the family. And so Tasha was like, okay, bitch, do what you gotta do. But Angela was like, no, bitch, you're not gonna do this because it's all gonna come back to us regardless, okay? He was like, but I got this. She started throwing out these questions that like a prosecutor or whatever would ask, and he thought he was on point. You know, he was answering the question. Why did you kill Ray Ray Jones? Because Ray Ray Jones killed my daughter. Okay, well, how did you know about where to find him? You know, and all this stuff. And I was like, damn, when you get to listening to what Angela is saying, he would get caught up because there is no real answer unless it's the truth. And the truth is Tariq is the one who did it, and the truth is Angela is the one who told him where it was, and the truth is all of their asses is in conjunction with this, so everybody's gonna go down. And he was like, fuck, okay? Your whole thing is you trying to not have your son go to jail, but yeah, you want to take the fall for it, and you just gonna get pummeled on the goddamn witness stand or whatever, and it's just not gonna go right. So, you know, you might as well just sit the fuck down, eat your food, and, you know, figure out another fucking plan. Okay. Later on in the office, they was trying to figure out who they gonna frame. And he wanted to frame Dre. And they was like, how you gonna frame Dre? Okay. At first they was down with it, but when he left, Tasha talked to Angela and was like, do you know somebody else named Kanan Stark? We can put this shit on him. We need to frame somebody, yes, but we can put it on Kanan. I said, bitch, this ain't gonna work the way that you think it's gonna work. Kanan didn't get locked up already. Okay, that nigga came out and still a bad motherfucker. Okay, he didn't got set on fire and beat the fuck up, and that motherfucker is still alive. Okay, you really think this gonna stick on him? No, he is literally walking around like a goddamn cat with 9 lives, with no cat in the fucking world. So it's just not gonna happen. Okay. Um, moving on from that, what wound up happening at the DA office or whatever where Angela be working at, Tamika Sachs and Marcus talking. Proctor got his license back. They trying to get some information, tie everybody all together to this murder of that guard in you know, the MCC where James was, that James murdered. And it was like, well, try to get Proctor to say he did it or whatever. And if he don't, throw in there that you got the witness Teresi without really saying that it's Teresi. And everybody's trying to figure out how this shit gonna work. So eventually, you know, they go talk to Proctor. Proctor up in the office and all this shit, trying to get him to confess that, you know, James did this. And he was like, why would James kill a guard? It makes no sense. He's about to get out the next day. What makes him want to kill a guard and all this stuff? And he was just very, very adamant that he didn't do it. And then they was like, but we got a witness. And your fingerprint is on everything from the murder of that FBI agent, that special agent, to all of this stuff. Mind you, when the episode came on, when they do the little preview, they showed us, remember that Proctor still has that laptop and he put it away in that safety deposit box, okay? You know, either a P.O. box or a safety deposit box. He put it away. And I said, bitch, don't tell me the laptop is about to come into fucking play. Proctor, you better not play them. But then again, you got to say your own asses. Okay, these motherfuckers is really putting y'all through it. You through it. So, with that being said, we got that out the way. Then we got Tommy and Kanan over there talking to Ghost. Tommy is in his feelings that Ghost went behind his back and went on ahead and got Jason with Kanan. Okay, Kanan is literally sitting there like he didn't already go to Jason and tell him what was up and tell him that he the one that did it and that Tommy and Ghost was moving too fucking slow. But he wound up saying, well, hell, bitch, if y'all want the head, I got the head on ice if you want it. You know, I had that shit sent over. That shut Tommy up for a second. You know, he was like, well, shit, okay. So, you know, Tommy sent a text to Jason trying to buy some time, saying he got one down, one more to go. And dude sent a text back and was like, okay, cool, you got some time, but not too much. He wasn't too enthused, and Tommy was kind of taken aback by that. But then Ghost wound up telling him, listen, we finna frame Dre for this whole murder of Ray Ray. It was like, what the fuck? We need Dre to get to Alicia, right? And it was like, but if we don't frame Dre, since Dre is the one who introduced Tariq to all of this shit, we will go down. And Tariq is going to go to jail because they honing in on him, okay? And he was like, okay, fuck, all right, fine. We got to find a connection between Dre and Ray Ray. And it was like, well, Tommy said when I was over there scoping him out, I did see Dre and Ray Ray look like they was talking some business, okay? So there's a connection right there. I said, oh, bitch, connect the fucking dots, okay? Mind you, remember, Proctor, let's go back to Proctor. When he came into the office, Donovan was walking in with Benny, his cousin. I said, bitch, what y'all finna do to Benjamin? Y'all gotta stop playing. Okay, so speaking of Dre, Too Big and Spanky sitting down there in the office waiting for Dre to come, and then Dre come up in there and was like, did you get Ghost? Did you get Diego? It was like, yeah, we got Diego, but Ghost didn't come, and he didn't do it. It was Kanan. Well, did you kill Kanan? No, because you ain't tell me to. Why didn't you call me? Because you didn't tell me to. Now remember in the last episode, they was in the car talking, they was like, don't do nothing, because remember how Dre, got in his feelings when we did shit outside of what he said. We gonna be literal this time and follow him to the T. And I said, well, shit, bitch, go ahead and do what you gotta do. So Cristobal came up in there and he was like, when we go see these people, make sure you don't talk to me by calling me Dre, call me Mr. Cohen when we go see Quinn. I said, look who trying to put some little authority down. Cristobal was like, bitch, what? Okay, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you gonna do. But whatever. Then we get this fucking scene with Tariq and Kanan. They up there talking about this weed, this a kilo of coke and whatever, this some pills. The kids on my school, they go crazy for these pills right here. How much is these? Well, it's like 1,000 in a bar, and you get 1,000 a pack, but you can make like 5,000 on the streets. I can make 5 of these, and I can pay my whole tuition with these because it's like $15,000 and all that stuff. I was like, nigga, shut up. Okay, I'm sitting here like, no, baby, that's not how the game works. And then Kanan came through and said, no, bruh. Cause if you made 15,000, bitch, you gonna have to give me 11,000 of that shit. I said that math. Well, shit, bitch, I want to be the shot caller. You only get 4,000. That's still a little good profit for somebody starting off. But shit, he was like, that's cool. I can still get my game up and all that. Let me go ahead and get this so I can get started. He was like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Calm down, little nigga. You don't know what you doing, okay? Calm down. He was like, what? Do you know a plan or something? I said, Kanan, teach the motherfucker. Okay, you his goddamn stepdaddy. Teach the motherfucker. He was like, what classes you taking in school? He was like, taking Italian, philosophy, economics, calculus, and all this stuff. Exactly. You're not taking the class that I'm taking, okay, that I'm teaching, okay? So calm the fuck down. I'm going to have to get some little niggas to help your ass out. I said, teach that motherfucker before he get fucked up. So Dre and Cristobal go meet up with Quinn. Quinn, remember, is the fine-ass black girl who worked with Karen Bassett in them, okay? And so basically, he going to be in charge while what's his name, taking on the nightclub stuff or whatever, while Dre is out in Paris because they finna fast track him and make him go to Paris and all that. Next thing, we get this scene with Kanan and meeting up with Tommy's people, the Italians, whatever, and he got Tariq with him, okay? And he was like, what you bringing these other people for? He was like, well, you got your bodyguards, bitch. Well, I'm going to have mine. Saying Tariq is his little bodyguard. So it was like, Tommy out the game. He has some little issues with his friend or whatever, a real friend. So they trying to figure that shit out. But I can sell you my stuff for a better price, and it's a better product. Tommy shit was good, mine's better, all that shit, whoop-de-whoop. And then you got Tariq in the back listening, but here goes Kanan lying on Ghost, trying to set Ghost up in Tariq's mind to make him out to be this very terrible person who tried to get Tommy and them touched by saying that Ghost was the one who set up the whole thing with the shootout that happened with Tommy and the Italians. Okay, we already know that was Kanan. Tariq's face was like, what? This motherfucker is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He just sit there looking like that. And I said, oh, Kanan has got this psychology shit down packed. This motherfucker do a speed course through and just learned everything in one fucking sitting or whatever. He was reading psychology books while he was in jail. He ain't had shit else to do, okay? But apply his things, and that's exactly what he's doing. And so they start talking in Italian. Can he be trusted and all this stuff? And then next thing you know, Tariq come out in Italian saying that yeah, he can be trusted. And it was like, oh, so I see why you brought this motherfucker. Mind you, Tariq did say he was taking Italian in school. I said, okay, so you little asshole came in handy for something, little nigga. But, you know, we'll see how long this shit lasts. So they gonna think about it, give him a little trial run or whatever. Moving on from that, what else happened? They still on to Angela and Sax and John and that whole situation. I just don't know. Is John really, here for Angela or this offer? Because we see one particular part where she's talking on her little, recorder or whatever the fuck it is about what's going on, and John comes into her office, mock, and she was like, so you really gonna just sit here and give up a big old office where you gonna have people under you to stay here? And he was like, he want to get up and he can't wait to get out of there. And the way that he talks to, is he playing both sides? That's what I meant to say. Is he playing both sides? Because he's saying all this stuff to Tamika and Sax when he in their office, like, yeah, we got to get Angela, we got to get this, and we got to do that or whatever. Then when she come to Angela, he like, we got this confidential informant that's getting close to Tommy, because Angela put it right out there. You still doing that Tommy Egan case? And it was like, oh, so yeah, I know, and I want to know why you not putting me in on it. Bitch, I was just sitting here like, oh, okay, and I was just sitting there like, so are you really giving her this information to sink her or whatever, or are you really giving her this information because you know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want this job? You telling her that he got an older man that's a confidential informant, but you're not telling her the name. But we already can figure out who the fuck it is, because the only older man around him right about now is Teresi. So it's like, what angle is John playing? And I just can't figure that shit out. Moving on from that, before we got to that office, let's get back onto the fact that Tasha and Angela were still at the crib, and Tariq came home, and Tariq basically cussed out Tasha. Tasha was trying to get some information about who else was with him. He told him about Dirty Cop Jukebox and all this stuff, and they was like, that bitch probably dead. And then next thing you know, Tariq started putting shit together and was like, bitch, y'all trying to frame Kanan for this murder just like y'all did him when y'all put him in jail. Bitch, I thought Daddy was just a traitor. Bitch, you a fucking backstabber too. It was like Kanan did a whole bunch of shit that he needs to go to jail for and all this stuff. So who gives a fuck now? Either you gonna choose me or you gonna choose Kanan. He told his mama, come up with another plan, mama, and walk the fuck away. Tariq, you have to go. Okay, I'm sorry. You have to fucking go. You do not understand the shit that is going on. Shay even threw out there that he killed his own son. So what? He was good to me. I said, bitch, what? If he can kill his own son, motherfucker, he can kill your ass too. Okay, that is the point. I don't want to work for somebody that's trigger happy like that and has no fucking remorse. I said, Tariq, you're not seeing the bigger picture at all. You got your little teenage feelings just running wild, and you just not understanding. Meanwhile, you got even in that office when John Mock had that office, that was in Angela's office, she was like, I know you're not trying to get involved with this whole thing with Sax, because Sax, he had it out for me. Shit predates this whole thing right here, and it predates Greg. So this goes way the fuck back. I said, what the fuck? Sax, you couldn't get no ass? Is that what it is? I'm confused about what the problem is with Sax, because he really is gunning for her. Then, they had this meeting. Tommy meets up with his family and introduces Lakeisha. Did you notice when Connie said, I said, bitch, what you trying to say? She was like, you got to cook? I said, no, bitch, that's his woman. All right. And they sit down there having a little good time. And it's like, so you can trust her with everything? He was like, yeah, we ain't got no secret. She been down. I was like, yeah, we'll see how far you go down when you have to be in a cell, in a box and all this stuff. Lakeisha said, it ain't the first time, bitch, and it won't be the last. Okay, we done been through some shit. All right. I said, you better hold your own with these motherfuckers. I said, this is getting twisted. Now y'all getting other people involved in this whole thing. It's a mess. They already suspects. Everybody that's in conjunction with them is in fucking suspects on the murder board. Okay. It's just a lot that's going on. I'm just like, How y'all gonna get up out of this shit? I really want to know. Tommy and Keisha back at Keisha crib. Somebody, they reminiscing and saying, "Oh, it's so good that you was with me and all this stuff." And there's a knock at the door. They was being all lovey-dovey, and somebody come knocking at the door. Tommy like, "Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck you got coming over here?" I said, "No, the fuck, we not finna get a little possessive. This kind of cute though, but no, bitch." And he go open up the door, and basically, Keisha got served. Keisha got served to appear at the grand jury in the murder of Raymond Jones, okay? And so she was like, "I thought y'all said y'all handled this shit. Is this some problem with Tasha's alibi? What the fuck is going on?" Oh, excuse me. I didn't know I had to do all this stuff. He was like, "I did, but you know what I'm saying? Um, you just need to hold it down and you need to talk to Tasha and all this stuff. We need to get our story straight, so that you won't be running scared." But I am scared about all this stuff that can happen, okay? It's one thing to lie to the cop, but it's another thing to lie on the grand jury, and then perjure yourself in court. And basically, he trying to convince her to calm the fuck down and to do what you gotta do, okay? We gotta ride this shit out. I said, girl, it don't make no sense, all the hoops and turns that's gonna happen with them. You got, Ghost going in there trying to talk to, Tasha trying to talk to Ghost and tell him, "Bitch, we gonna we gonna frame Kanan." And it was like, "No, we not framing Kanan, we framing Dre." Okay. She was like, "You don't want to frame Kanan and all this stuff. You want to do this shit with Dre because Dre reminds you that you the one that caused all this shit. You leaving the house, you doing all this stuff, Tariq getting in bed with him, you the death causing the death of Rain and all this stuff. It's all you. Okay, so we gonna frame Kanan." And he was like, "No, bitch, we framing Dre." Then he go up in there to talk to Tariq and basically telling him the same thing, like, Tariq was trying to fish around like, "Why the fuck y'all trying to frame Kanan?" Ain't nobody trying to frame Kanan, trying to frame Dre. I said, "Why are y'all telling him?" I know at this point you should have been telling him stuff from the beginning, but at this point, keep it at a motherfucking minimum because that little bitch be talking all this shit and he can go back and text Dre and be like, "Bitch, they coming after your ass, okay?" And he was like, "He did this, he was in connection with this." I said, "No, stop it." And he was like, "So you gonna go, mama gonna go to jail?" No, ain't nobody going to jail up in this house. Okay, but if it comes down to it, I take the rap for you. You my son. I'm supposed to protect you and look after you and give you the stuff that I've never had. That's all that I've been doing. And he looking like, at one point, Tariq actually looked like he was believing what his father was saying and he was about to come around. But then we get this scene with Kanan and that shit went out the window. He was true as fuck when he said that shit about um Cause Kanan was like, "What the fuck, you gonna take Ghost out?" "No, I ain't gonna take Ghost out. Ghost gonna take himself out." And notice how he been calling him Ghost. He don't call him Dad. He don't call him James. He called him Ghost. He was like, "I knew the motherfucker was a traitor, but that don't sound like him." And then it was like when he said, "Well, he probably gonna take the fall and do all this other stuff," and it was like, "Well, shit, maybe he is. Maybe you can trust that nigga." I'm sitting here like, the way that Tariq has latched on so hard to Kanan is just so fucking disgusting because shit like this happens for real. Do you know that's how predators groom kids to get their trust and stuff? So when something happened to them, they don't want to tell on them or whatever, and then they develop that Stockholm syndrome where they still feel sympathy for their captor and for their harm person that harmed them and shit like that. This is what the fuck Tariq is going on with, okay? And basically, at one point when Kanan was like, "I usually don't ride dirty like this, since the last time, I got locked up from your parents and whatnot." When he said that shit, it almost made me feel like at one point it's gonna come to a time where he gonna put Tariq out to it's like he grooming Tariq to take the fall for him so that his ass can stay out of jail. And Tariq, since he young, he probably not gonna get that much years. He's 16. I don't know how old he gonna be when they charge him with an adult, but still it just seems so fishy. And I'm just like, Tariq, get your dumb ass up out of there. Okay. He's just so stupid. He's so fucking stupid. It just makes me mad. How can you be this dumb? Tommy too. Okay, Tommy getting in his feelings because of the whole shit with Ghost and Kanan, and Kanan getting in his feelings because Tommy wanted to talk to him, and they making the connection between Dre and Ray Ray and all this shit. Kanan was like, why every time y'all get together, y'all put me out like I'm some type of kid. Tommy told them to stay, and then Kanan was like, fuck that shit, I'ma leave. You know, so they trying to get this whole shit together, and it's just a whole fucking mess. So we get this scene with Ghost meeting up with Councilman Tate and basically telling him you need to back the fuck off of Dre because that motherfucker was up in here when I was in jail running drugs through my club or whatever, and that's how the money was coming in too much. And he was like, if you don't, you ain't gonna win this goddamn governorship that you trying to get. And he was like, why the fuck you just not telling me this now? It don't fucking matter, bitch. I'm telling you now because I'm telling you, okay? And so they got to get that shit done. Then we get this scene with Tasha. Baby, Tasha and Keisha, this was a powerful scene. Alright, this is where you see where loyalties lies and when you really got to stick up for yourself. Now, whose side are y'all on, okay? Do you agree with Keisha? Because Keisha was basically like, what the fuck is going on? I gave y'all an alibi. It's one thing to lie about where y'all was at, spending a few more hours in the penthouse, than to get on a grand jury stay and lie about some other shit. And then Tasha wanted her to provide another alibi. And she was like, if you don't do this, then I'm going to go to jail. You'll do it for Tommy, right? And Tariq going to go, my family. This is about my family. Because at this point, Keisha don't know nothing about Tariq, you know, being involved in this whole murder or whatever. And she was like, so y'all know who did it, but y'all not saying, and you want me to lie and continue to lie and lie and lie. And then Tasha had to throw up in there, but bitch, you would do it for Tommy. And she was like, you know, at this point, you know, you're going to have to choose something else. I said, everybody is just not cooperating, okay? So I want to be mad at Keisha, but we also got to remember, Keisha got a child of her own. You know, if this shit falls back and it backfires when her lying and shit like that, and doing all this underhanded shit, she can lose her child. She can go to jail too, you know. And it's gonna be a no-win situation on both sides, to be quite honest. Then you got Tariq ass out here playing around with Kanan. He want him to sell drugs on the street or whatever. I don't know these niggas. What you want me to do? Sell that shit and come back. He come back in the car. He said, wait a minute, nigga, get your ass back out there. Scared money don't make money. He said the little niggas on the block, they brought the whole thing. He said, bitch, this is a fake ass 20, okay? How the fuck you gonna be moving weight for me and you can't even spot a fucking fake like this and you let little niggas run over your ass like this? He was like, you got the gun, you got the strap, come on, roll back around. Kanan got giddy as fuck. Okay, so, you know, this is what we saw in the preview when Tariq get out the car and looked like he was about to shoot somebody, but basically what he did was put that gun up and was like, give me my shit. And of course, they gave it to him and ran. So after that, you know, they in the car having this conversation. Was like, you know, I didn't think you was gonna be down to do that. He was like, I didn't think you was gonna be able to. How can you kill your own son? It was like the little nigga, cause Kanan finally said, you like the son I never had. And it was like, well, what about Sean? How you gonna kill your own your son? He was disloyal. He was weak. Okay, you know. And they say, you know, Kanan. Tariq was like, how do you kill somebody that you love? Well, they say you're not a killer until you kill somebody that you love. And then at that point, Tasha had texted Tariq and was like, where you at? And then he finally texted back because at first it looked like he wasn't going to text back. He said, I'm in Queens. And then he told Kanan, I need to go home. And Kanan was looking like, all right. And at this moment in time, I think we're going to feel a shift. Do y'all believe? Because it felt like at that moment, Tariq just got it that this motherfucker ain't no good. So either Tariq gonna still be playing around with Kanan, or he gonna switch it up, or he gonna try to take Kanan out himself. We don't know at this point what this little motherfucker gonna do. But you can feel that little shift just a little bit. But that little bitch probably gonna still stick around with Kanan. You just never fucking know with this little asshole. Dre meeting up with Ghost and basically them going back and forth at each other like, okay, well, you know, Diego is dead. How come Jason ain't? Well, bitch, you didn't hold up your end of the bargain either because Kanan went and killed him. He was like, it don't matter how he killed him, but Diego is fucking dead. You didn't hold up your thing. And he was like, you know what? Jason wasn't there. So somebody in your organization is the one snitching and doing all this shit. So you need to stop tripping on me and figure out who the fuck tipping shit off in your organization. And what you need to do, ever since Diego is dead, now I'm close to you know, Alicia even more. And I'm the head of the Karen Bassett International, you know, global management shit team. So therefore, you need to back the fuck off. You, Tommy, and Kanan. Okay. You know, he was real big in the nose and everything, and I was like, you know, you need to unflake your nostrils, okay, and stop playing, Dre. I was just waiting for them to just. It just felt like when Ghost turned around and looked at Dre, when Dre was talking big talk and all that shit, it just felt like Ghost was about to throw his ass over that goddamn balcony, okay. And I wouldn't have been you know, sad if he would have did that shit. I would have been like, that's what he deserved, okay. But you know, he kept that shit in, and at this point, they went on ahead and texted Tommy and was like, Dre, tonight, meet me at the spot. I said, get this shit done. Now, either you gonna kill this motherfucker or y'all gonna set his ass up. Let me go back to that little alibi shit that Tasha was talking about, because Keisha was like, what about Terry? You ain't gonna get your little nigga to do the alibi for you and all this shit. It was like, Terry is gone. And mind you, when the episode first started off, we had Blanca up in the office with Tamika and them saying that basically he's evading the subpoena, and his job said he was at a leave of absence, but the apartment says differently. So don't nobody, Terry is gone when the wind, okay? But bitch, it's just a mess. And let's not get on Proctor, because Proctor met up with Ghost, and he was asking him all these questions, okay? All these questions about Angela, all these questions about the guard at the facility, MCC. And he was just, you try to come there to make it seem like you're on a friendly basis, but you just being so obvious with your shit, Proctor, just like you were so obvious with that coke and your wife. Like, come on, can you do stuff subtly? Like, you telling Ghost to just continue to tell you everything that he know because he trying to have your back and all this stuff, but you coming off like you fishing for information to snitch to somebody else. And it's like Ghost caught up on it because he was like, you know, thank you, Joseph, you can go, whatever. He was like, if you need me, you know, you need to tell me anything, just let me know. Well, I'm here. And I'm like, just go, because we don't need all this shit. He go to his friend, not his friend, but his cousin Benny, have him meet him out in the middle of God knows where to get that laptop. And the cousin was like, you need to throw this shit away. You need to get rid of it. He said, no, bitch, that's insurance, because, you know, even though that ties me to that dead agent, it also got this conversation on there that can put Ghost and Tommy away for fucking life, bitch. If it comes down to it, I'm gonna need that shit for insurance. I might have to go into WICSAC, which is witness protection. But them motherfuckers, it's got me questioning my loyalty and shit like that, because them hoes won't be loyal to me. He said Ghost will be loyal to his goddamn girlfriend, Angela Valdez before he do anything with him, you know. And I was forced into working with these bitches because of my goddamn wife, okay, ex-wife or whatever. I said, well, good guy, Proctor is fed the fuck up, okay. I can understand it, but I'm still sitting here like, okay, bitch, you really talking tough now. Little man talking tough, okay? But I said, shit, bitch, it's getting heated. It's getting real. He was like, and that's not who I am, questioning if I'm going to snitch or not. I said, whoo, Lord Jesus, I wouldn't want to be in y'all shoes. Bitch. Wait a fucking minute. Okay. So we get this scene where, you know, what's this little name? Lil Ghost, okay? Lil Ghost and Kanan in the car, and he was like, you good, nigga? Now this whole time I literally just said it seemed like this little motherfucker might turn on him. We don't know which way he gonna go though, because you could just see it, bitch. I didn't see it going out like this. And you know, they talking and shit. Next thing you know, the cops pull up behind him. He was like, can't nothing change. That don't never change. You know, the pigs, fuck 12, they coming over there to you and, you know, fucking with you and all that shit. But it's all to the good because we clean, right? You know, so, instantly I'm thinking about the fact that earlier in the episode, you know, he was like, I ain't had to ride this dirty this long in a long time, ever since, you know, your family put me in jail or whatever. So I'm thinking they in the car with drugs, so they finna get caught. But what they had did was switch the cars or whatever, switch the product out the car, whatever the fuck. So Kanan was a little bit too confident. So they was like, you know, can we get license and registration, where you from, who this, and whoopie-woo. And the kid can speak for himself and all this shit. It was like, let's go see what's in the back of the trunk. He was like, cool, ain't nothing back there. He good and everything. At this moment in time, I go back and I remember that after Ghost came out of Tariq's room, right? Tasha came into that room and we didn't hear anything that happened. We didn't see nothing that happened, but we know that Tasha came in that room. And then I think we seen somebody go to the safe, which probably was Tasha or somebody, to make it seem like she put that gun in the safe, because here comes Ghost getting ready to go kill Dre and meet up with Tommy. Tommy is texting him like, bruh, Ghost is in my eye, Dre is in my eyesight. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? But he's not getting the text because the text messages are being sent to the phone, which is the phone is on the goddamn table. But Ghost is over there arguing with Tasha because she was like, he goes into the safe trying to get that 380, her gun, and so that she can plant it on Dre. They can plant it on Dre and do whatever they need to do. And come to fucking find out the gun is not there. He was like, Tasha, where the fuck your gun at? I seen you put it in the safe. And she was like, well, I had to do what I had to do. I said, bitch, what the fuck you do? Bitch, go back to the goddamn scene with the cops. The gun is in the back of the fucking trunk. The only thing just sitting right there. Okay, Tasha said she called into the cops and basically told Tariq to make it seem like he was being held against his will. Tariq is the one that put that gun in the back to make it seem like he they just set this nigga up, bitch. I said, Tariq, you finally coming over to the side that's supposed to be on? Okay, we gonna see how long this shit lasts. I said, what the fuck, bitch? They said that Tariq was being held against his will. His mama called in a missing person, and Tariq told the cops, yes, I'm being held against my will. He killed his son, okay? I said, bitch, all right. Ghost is going to fuck off on Tasha. She was like, bitch, I had to do what the fuck I had to do. Next thing you know, they put Tariq up in the goddamn cop cars trying to get him home to his goddamn mama, okay? And all of a sudden, here go Kanan. Kanan getting arrested, talking about something, don't put the cuffs on too tight. I ain't had these on in a long time. Bitch, next thing you know, he done grabbed the gun. Pop, pop. First of all, you heard what he said. That ain't my gun. That's a bitch gun. Okay? He said, pop, pop. He shoot one officer. He shoot the other officer. The lady officer, she over there just firing. Pop, pop, pop. Get a lick off in the shoulder right here. And next thing you know, they still firing. This other cop come up there and try to shoot him. Pop, pop, pop. He get off a shot and kills the goddamn lady officer. I said, oh my God, bitch, you're going to jail for sure. You're getting the death penalty. Because one thing that they don't play about is you killing cops, okay? You know, and that officer came up out of nowhere and shot him in the stomach. Okay, shot that nigga in the stomach, and that motherfucker shot him, and he was like, oh shit. So he rolled up on him and he killed the officer. Tariq is scared as fuck, bitch. Okay, I'm thinking he finna go to the con trying to get him out of there and kill his ass, but he went on ahead and got to the cop car, the detective cop car, and then tried to drive off. Bitch, he couldn't get nowhere before he started coughing up blood. I said, yeah, that shit in your lungs now, motherfucker, okay? Esophagus fucked up too, bitch. All right, everything just fucked up. Next thing you know, he just coughs again and he kills over. And I said, is this bitch dead? Now, y'all know Kanan got like 9 lives, okay? I was just sitting here like, I know this ain't the way he went out. Bitch, how did I see this shit coming? Like, for real, for real. Tommy had to fucking leave. Dre came right past him, and he just went on ahead and walked away. I said, I know Tommy about to be pissed. So then we see James and Tasha sitting down, which comes to find out is a police station, and and then we see Tariq come out there and Blanca, and they was like, and Donovan, we finna talk to y'all asses, okay? They go in there talking to Tasha about how, you know, Kanan is a friend of the family. He was at the wake and all that stuff at the house, and then you got Keisha. She came through for a bitch and was like, yeah, he was at the house, you know, that was the last time I seen him, so he had prime opportunity to get Tasha the gun, okay? And then we get Tariq. This motherfucker he is trying to get redemption in our eyes, but it ain't gonna work just yet. But you know, you get half a point for playing along right about now. Because this bitch put on a semi-award winning, I say a BET award winning goddamn performance. I just, you know, when I was talking, I just knew that Ray knew that I figured out that he was up there stealing from my friends and stuff, and so I told Uncle Kanan, and Uncle Kanan was gonna take care of it. I didn't know he was gonna do all this shit, and that's when Ray came over there trying to find me, but he found Raina instead, and he killed her. I'm so sorry, I didn't say anything about this. I was just so scared. I said, bitch, you better squeeze out them non-existent tears, bitch. Girl, Ghost sitting back there like, is this really my goddamn son? this Jekyll and Hyde motherfucker is just doing all this shit. Yes, bitch, that's your goddamn son, okay? Looking just like you. You know what the fuck part that got me pissed off? Angela, you so goddamn cocky with it. She rode past Blanca in the hallway and she was like, you right, this whole shit is below my pay grade. Cause come to find out Raymond Jones was nothing but a fucking dirty cop. So she didn't feel like she giving her all the evidence about what she had gathered on Raymond Jones, Ray. And she feeling vindicated a little bit that this bitch that she made it seem like she ain't had nothing to do with this shit cause to get this bitch off her back and all this stuff. And I said, girl, don't hold on to that laugh too quick, okay? Because we still got 2 more episodes to go. And shit ain't that easy, okay? Especially now the fuck since Proctor ass is in there with Sax, Tamika, and fucking Mom telling them that, bitch, I can't tell you nothing about James St. Patrick, but I know if anything's going down and somebody's helping them, it would be Angela Valdez. I said, motherfucker, what the shit? Alright, y'all said your people been getting mixed reviews about how this season been going, but bitch, shit finna get fucking real right about now. Okay? Then we get Tommy and Ghost sitting there trying to look at the body for Kanan. Okay, so Kanan dead for right now. I thought he was gonna pop up off that table and be like, psych bitch, pop. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. Tommy was like, so you mean to tell me you really went out here and did this shit? Ghost Kanan did say you would do some stuff like this. He was like, bruh, this wasn't even me, okay? And he was like, this was Tasha and Tariq. So you gonna blame it on your wife and your kid? That's the lowest of the lowest that you could ever do. I never thought that you would do some stuff like that, okay? But you out here taking out everybody. First this, then Roller, then so-and-so. You taking out all my people. He was like, was this whole Dre shit a setup to get me out the way? I said, Tommy, you are not fucking listening. He did you a goddamn favor because that bitch was up here trying to take over your shit. Now wait till Jason find out about this stuff, and I want Tommy to find out that nigga was coming through to take over your shit. Now what you gonna say then? And Ghost was for real. That was Tasha doing. He didn't know nothing about it. And gonna say some rest in peace, you tough bastard. Tommy just so fucking dumb. So the white side of him coming out. They too damn trusting, okay? Teresi on that ass. Proctor on that ass. To be quite honest, Tommy should have just went on ahead and killed Proctor at this point. And everybody else, you know, it's too many loose ends. Okay, Dre, all that shit. Bitch, who would have thought that Kanan was finna die in this episode? God damn. So how the rest of the power season's gonna be? God damn. Okay. You know, this was cute. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. And I will see y'all later. How do y'all think that this season is going to end? We got 2 more episodes. I just don't know at this point. It ain't over. I just know that it ain't over. It's too easy right about now.